Now let's take a look at this figure 21-12, and it deals with ignition temperature in accordance with NFPA 497 3.3.2. And notice that in this particular illustration that we have a leaking valve, and the vapor is lighter than air. So, in other words, it's less than 1.0, which you can find in NFPA 497 4.2.1 explains that. But notice leaking and it rising as you see here because it's less than 1.0, lighter than air. Then notice it's just flooding and saturating this fixture with vapor. Now, the T code letter on this fixture would keep you operating below the ignition temperature of the gas or vapor in accordance with your table 500.8C1. Now, notice when you deal with fixtures, you're in section 501.130. You select your equipment from 500.7 in the NEC, and notice it's the lamp that cannot exceed 80% of the ignition temperature of a particular gas or vapor that's involved. But if you have a T code letter, that 80% is already figured in. If it's a Class 1 Division 1 area, then it's the enclosure itself in the metal that cannot exceed 80% of the ignition temperature of a particular gas or vapor. But if you have a T code letter, again, that 80% is already figured in. And that's basically what this illustration is illustrating is your ignition temperature. And then you keep in mind that just heat temperature can cause an explosion to occur if the gas or vapor is mixed, with the right proportion of air. Just heat can cause it, or an arc and spark naturally can cause it. So that's what this figure 21-12 is illustrating to the designer and installer using the NEC.